I'd like to go into the Merabh at this time. Merabh's especially designed for all of you today. We've talked about a lot. Obviously, the energy's been a little thick. Let's put on the music now. Let's put on the music as we go into our Merabh, a very special one for each and every one of you. Good. You've spent not just this lifetime, but many lifetimes in service. Service to humanity. And that service, it's not about crawling on your hands and knees and suffering. I mean, this has been pure service of just being there to bring your light. You agreed a long time ago to bring your light to this planet, to bring consciousness. And you've done that. Now it's time to take care of yourself. And some of you are going to resist this. You're not used to it. It hasn't been the way you've lived your life, but I'm going to insist on it. Being selfful, taking care of you. For some of you, it goes against the grain. I have to take care of the others. No, actually you don't. You're doing more of a service to them now of not taking care of them and taking care of yourself. The time of you caring for everybody else, it's come to an end. You've done everything you can. Anything beyond now, anything beyond is, well, it's just you being damn stubborn or perhaps obsessive. They have everything that they need, they being your family, your friends, humanity. They have everything they need now in the light that's been brought to this planet and been in the other realms, everything. It's almost a disservice now. Now, if you continue to try to take care of everybody, it's not being compassionate. It's not letting them find their way now. It's time to take care of you. And it goes against the grain for so many of you. I can already feel the resistance. It goes against the grain. You're not used to it. You're so used to the daily details of taking care of everybody else, your dogs, your children, your spouses, your families, your communities. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do. No, the service that you did was beautiful. But you forgot about you. You forgot about you. There's nothing wrong or bad of taking care of yourself, of actually loving yourself, putting yourself as number one. You've had lifetimes of indoctrination through churches and organizations and such that you have to take care of everybody else, but no, I'm going to insist that you take care of you. Your body is going through a lot right now with the integration of all this light. Your mind is making a big changeover in how it perceives reality, how it thinks, how you are becoming a sensual being, not just an intellectual being. All of it changes, and you've got to take care of you. Some of you I know are going through body aches and pains, and some of this is due to just the integration of the light, but some of it's because you're not taking care of you. What does that look like? Taking care of your body, getting the rest you need, getting body work done, massages, doing the things you like to do, whether it's sports, whether it's taking a drive in a car, but you never seem to find the time for that. You're always taking care of others. It's wearing you down. And more than anything, it's not going to let you truly appreciate the beauty of the work that you've done, bringing in the light. This word, selfish. Oh, you're selfish. let's just throw that out of vocabulary. There really is no such thing as being selfish. And I use the word self-full, being full with yourself. Taking the time alone when you need it. Stop having to attend to and care for everybody else. You've done that. Any more is not going to do any more good. Any more service is not going to help. Caldra's fact-checking me here and yelling and screaming at me. No, it doesn't. If you're doing it because you think you're obliged to do it, if you're thinking that it's just part of your emotional tax, that this is the tax you have to pay, taking care of others because you're a human living on the planet, and no, you've done that. You've been doing that at levels that are incomprehensible to most other humans and even to angelic beings. I want you to take care of yourself now. Without feeling guilty about it, without feeling you have to take care of everybody else first. Take care of you. Attend to your emotional needs, your physical needs, your intellectual needs. Attend to your needs of love. Attend to your needs of pleasure. Whatever it happens to be, but I insist on it. Why? Calder's asking me, what right do I have to insist? Well, by the right of me being Saint Germain. Because I truly love and care for each and every one of you. I know what you've done. You are seen and heard by me. And I know now that you need to take care of you. You can go on and on and on and doing this whole service thing to humanity and everything else. It won't make a bit of difference because the real work is already done. Now, sit back and watch. Watch how this work that you've done has an effect on the planet. You get out there and you can, whatever it has, if you want to volunteer every day to help others, it's actually not going to do any more good than what you've already done. That's my point. I would actually call it almost obsessive, neurotic, that you think you have to keep helping others. Now it's time for you. And it's time to begin to realize what you've been doing, what you've accomplished. I want you to watch the light dance in your life and all over the planet. You can't if you're obsessed with always taking care of others. I want you to watch how this light dances on the planet and starts to make a difference. Isn't that the greatest form of satisfaction? Seeing the results of the work that you've done. That's it. More satisfying than learning a new language, more satisfying than creating an invention of some sorts. But to be able to now observe how the light dances. Sit back and relax and not feel that you have to keep getting out there and helping everybody else. You're a master. You are a master. And it's time right now for you to offer yourself a masterly life. It's not selfish. You're not taking energy from anybody else. You're not depriving anybody else. You're simply, finally giving to yourself. Let's take a good deep breath into this Merabh of selffulness. I'll challenge you. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to receive your own light? Are you ready to acknowledge the work that you've been doing, whether it's here on earth or in the other realms? Are you ready to be a true master and let energy serve you without feeling that you need to earn it by always serving others. Now, this doesn't mean you have to abandon your children or your favorite pet or your family. It simply means that you're taking care of yourself. And quite logically, you can't really take care of others until you take care of yourself. It's pretty logical. If you're sick, if you're tired, how are you going to even help them? The greatest help you can give them right now is letting them realize that they have the same light, they have the same abilities and potentials as you have. That's what really would help them. What a great time to let that old ingrained, that old oath of service go. It doesn't make you a bad person at all. If you could only see what you have actually done, that thought would never cross your mind. Well, I need to keep doing things for others to be a good person. You've already done it. Now sit back and observe. So again, I challenge each and every one of you, are you ready to be self-full? Oh, it doesn't mean you're going to throw everybody to the curb. It just means you're going to wake up in the morning and take care of you. Your needs, your desires. Your body and your mind. It doesn't gonna mean that you're gonna, forget to pack their lunch or take care of getting them to the doctor. It's not about that. It's about kind of an energetic priority. Coming back to yourself. You'd ask the same of them or others that you love and care for. Take care of you. Now do it for yourself. You ultimately cannot make another person happy or sad. You cannot rescue them. You just can't. You can shine a light that helps them see the potentials, but you really can't do it for them anyway. Let's take a good deep breath. Feeling the light of self, the very light that you've shined for others for so very long, and feeling it in yourself right now. And letting it stay there, letting it light within you, letting it resonate within you. Again, this isn't about being selfish or about you're the most important thing in the world, which you are, by the way, but it is about putting things back into a proper perspective after so very long of your light service. Taking care of you. This is where you hang up the wings. This is whether you sit back in the chair, maybe feeling tired and exhausted, but hopefully with a sense of deep satisfaction. Saying now, these final days, years, decades are for me. I love other people and never try to steal their energy, but I got to do something for me now. It's the greatest gift you can give yourself. And I know from personal experience, my last lifetime as Saint-Germain, I'd enjoyed my work, but I worked very hard to bring a new energy of freedom to the planet. But then there came a time where I said, I've done all I can do. It's up to humans now. And I spent the last years of my life by myself, with my favorite dogs, writing some books, doing a little time traveling, but more than anything, just being with me. You deserve that, but more than just a few short years. You absolutely deserve it. And I insist on it. Let's take a good deep breath together into selffulness.